Welcome to the Dragon Ball Super World Martial Arts Card Game Tournament. Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to the Sensu Pop channel for another exciting gameplay video. Today we will be having me playing Towa deck on your left, and then against Silk, which is one of the best players in the world, playing his deck, the Blue Baby deck that he brought to the recent European Card Market Series finals, and he went undefeated with this deck. So I have a very hard task in front of me. This is going to be the first time I will be playing this Towa deck, and there is a limitation, which is I am keeping the deck itself and not using any cards that are outside of the ultimate deck. However, I use two ultimate deck that says, you know, if I have only 2 cards in one deck, I can put up to 3 of them if I need to. Alright, and this is going to be the first time I'm playing it, so forgive me if I make some misplay. Forgive also Silk if he took some time to fiddle around with this platform. This is the first time that he's doing it. So here we go. The game has underwent for some time, so let's pick it up from there, and the commentary will pick it up from there also. I will be playing Black Marseillan, which is a really good card that is included in the deck itself. However, and it is very good for the meta. However, it is just not good for against Silk deck, and he makes it known to me, and he was like, okay, you should not have played that because it is not needed. I would be like, oh, you could have told me earlier. Alright, here we go. He is going to be swinging against Towa. As you can see that he's trying to signal like it is Towa. However, yeah, so there will be a little bit of technicality issues because Silk just needs to get used to this platform. And I'll be taking the damage. He will be swinging his Goku against Towa, which basically lets him to take a life, and then he goes up to 15k. And now I believe the turn will end, and with my first energy, I am already down to 5 life. Right, here we go. Okay, the turn ends back to me, Towa. One of the reasons why I don't want to put in any more cards outside of Towa, it's because I want to showcase how the deck works right out of the box. I want to have a feeling also. So if you want to have a feeling of how the deck works right out of the box, this is definitely a good video for you. I tried to play the Duck Broly. That shows you how not experienced I am, because the Duck Broly itself needs 3 energy for the second effect to come in. Your opponent needs 3 energy. So I decided to play with Dark Shenron instead. You notice that 1 energy should be tapped, however that will be rectified later. Dark Power Marseillan against his Goku. I don't even need to take a life because the Goku is like 4k. However, I just want to make myself to go down to 4 so that I can awaken. And here we go. I am at 4 lives with my Black Marseillan tap. Usually I don't tap him, but against Silk, there is no reason to play this guy. Because most of his cards are like 20k and above, and he doesn't use any effect to kind of cheat them out. Or if they use an effect to cheat them out, they're usually much bigger. So here we go. I show you that the energy is tapped. Untap it because I am gonna be awakened myself, and the effect is the same, except that she swings really hard because she swings for 10k. And here we go, 5k more, 20k against Baby, and down. He is down to 5 life. And this has to be the best card in the deck itself. It is going to be Lord Slug. However, when you play him, please keep an energy on tap, because he needs 1 energy to get up to his second effect. I have to say, this card and Frieza, which is going to be played later, they are like the best card in the deck. I know a lot of people wants to talk about the new Dark Broly. That is also a really good deck. I promise you that is really a very good card. However, like my personal favorite, it's gonna be this Lord Slug and that Frieza, because they're just so energy efficient. They're just so energy efficient. If you don't know what this Lord Slug does, he is a blocker for 1 cost, and if he blocks, if he gets KO'd or removed by a skill or your opponent's skill, you get to tap 1, and then you bring out the 9-drop Lord Slug, which is a terrible battle card. Your opponent will not like that card, and they're just so energy efficient. For just 1 energy and you get, for 2 energy you get kind of like 3 times to block it. Alright, he is going to be playing his Unison card, Gogeta Pursuit of Power. This is so underrated, very strong Unison card. and he will be tapping his planet Tufa. He doesn't need to tap, however, he's just signaling this. He's thinking, okay, I'm recording. He just want to make it easier for me to record and do some editing later. So I believe it's you put a counter card underneath the bottom of the deck, and then you get to draw a card at the expense of 1 life. So he gets himself down to 4 life so that he can awaken. Here we go. This guy is really good. He will be swinging against Black Marseillan. There is no reason to defend Black Marseillan actually, so that's why I am not activating my blocker. The Dark Shenron card, Unison card, is very powerful at the start of your turn. Don't let your opponent start his turn if he's playing Dark Shenron with 3 marker, because that 3 marker card is going to be very devastating. Here you can see that he is going to swing and bring the marker count down. However, I do have a very good blocker in my hands. And here we go, activating his Lord Slug blocker. Tap 1, do his auto, and here we go. We are going to be bringing out the 9-drop Lord Slug. This guy is terrible. Terribly good. Yep, he is a 2x blocker. He can block twice. He is 25k, and if your opponent, the only good way to bring him out of this, out of the board, is to KO him. Which 25k, your opponent does really need to commit quite a bit of resources to do it. However, if they use it by skill, you get to choose one of your opponent's card in their hands, one of their battle card, and then remove them, and also remove 2 markers from your opponent's unison. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright. And the turn is going to be ended and pass right back to me. Now I have a Lord Slug in my board. I have a Dark Shenron Unison with 3 Unison costs. And I have like my Tora. Okay, Dark Dragon Ball basically activated. You can only once per turn with 0 energy look up to top 7, bring a Dark Broly card or a Xeno card into your hands. Very high utility. And here we go, Frieza the Shadow Warrior, one of my favorite cards in the deck. This guy comes up for 1 energy, 15k, and if he KOs one of your opponent's battle card, or if he removes 1 marker from your opponent's Unison card, your opponent has to discard 1. That is really so much value for this one guy. It's gonna be, yes, you see how powerful it is. It really just forces your opponent to spend a negate when you are swinging against their Unison card, because Unison card they cannot combo. So if they have a Unison card, tap 1, bring this Frieza down, you were bound to get 1 negate off their hands. If not, your opponent has to discard 1. Here we go. I bring out my Unison card to 3 marker, and then I am gonna go and try to defend it. I am gonna be playing my Dark Broly. This card is also really good. However, here Silk is going to counterplay it. He knows how good that card is, so he is going to be bouncing it back. Too bad for me. Swing against his leader and to draw that 1 card. 20k. So he's going to bring himself up to 25 with that 2 very expensive ape. So more than just he reading my cards, I'm also reading the cards because I need to get familiar with them. What are the ones that has effect when your opponent activates skills to remove it? What has effect if I activate it with my own skill? What can be KO'd? He really just wants to go for the Frieza because it's very important. He activates his apes to draw the 2 cards, and right now he wants to take care of the Frieza. And you can see that he combos hard, like 20k, just to get rid of him. Okay, here we go, baby, to my Dark Parasitic, to my Dark Shenron, but I'm gonna block it, and he can block twice. That's incredible. And he restands. He's gonna activate his main, which basically, I think, look up the top 3, find a counter card, put in his hands, and then put a counter card, like put a card with counter, I believe, and then just put it underneath the bottom of the deck. Or maybe put a card. I'm not too sure about that. I need to read up more. He's gonna be swinging against the Shenron card. And of course, I will be blocking it. 25k, and Silk doesn't want to combo on top of it. And he's going to be activating main with his 2 last remaining energy to get that 2 cards draw. So basically, draw 5 this turn for him. That's crazy. Such a good card. And I will be activating my Dark Shenron's auto that says if I have 4 or more energy, I believe, and I have 3 or more marker, I could activate it and take a look at bring out 3 Dark Rollies or Xeno card with energy 3 or less, and then put it into the board in play. However, he is going to be counterplaying that to make sure that I don't do it. Because he counterplayed it instead of putting Dark Rolly, which I don't want to have it in my hands. I'm gonna put it into. I'm gonna get the Janimba and the Frieza and put it into my hands. This is good for me somehow. Bad in a way that I cannot play them to be aggressive. However, I do have a +3 in my hands, so that is a trade-off. And I'm gonna be playing Majin Buu now that he does not have any option to counterplay. I'm gonna safely bring out my Majin Buu. And this is a very good card, unique, and has barrier 20k. He gets to search 1 card from your deck, and then you play it, which is going to be a Dark Broly, or 1 Dark Broly or 1 Xeno card. However, so he needs to warp 1. However, this guy, when he is in rest mode, once per turn, when your opponent attacks a leader card, he needs to drop 2. Oh. He drops the Hachiek, which I was kind of expected. The reason is that I saw that he is so comfortable in tapping out against a deck that potentially can be so aggressive. So I kind of expected that he is going to be doing that, and that's why I bring my Buu to tap, so that the leader, so that, you know, the Silk needs to drop 2 if he wants to attack my leader. That was kind of a trade-off. If he doesn't have that Hachiek, that would be good. That means I can swing with the rest of my cards, but that is the case. But he has it. But the good part is my Buu is to tap, so that's great. A little bit more defensive. Gogeta against and the damage will be dealt. There's quite a bit of reading. Like I said, this is the first time that we're playing, and he is going to be activating his activate main, which is minus the 2 marker to remove this guy. That's how much of a threat. However, I will remove his Hachiek because I get to choose 1, remove him, and then I get to choose 1 card from their hands and remove it, and then their unison 2 markers and remove 2 markers. That's a lot of value. How do I feel about the Towa deck after playtesting it? It's pretty good right out of the box. However, it is not as good as, you know, a lot of cards, a lot of decks that is out there right now. However, there is so much opportunity with her, with some extra cards that comes in, that I'm pretty sure Towa would be, you were able to play and try to snatch a win in your logo, just like that. He is going to be playing his SS4. This card is extremely powerful. When he's played for the next turn, I am unable to do anything. So if I want to attack with my battle card, I need to pop one of my own card just to swing with a battle card for 1 turn. However, he has a -2 that basically just clears my board and returns it to my hands. So now, with just a turn like that, he took care of my board. You saw there was that blocker. You saw there was Majin Buu. You saw there was 30k Broly. But that's he's just a really good player. And now here we go, his leader against me. And then I will be having Protector of the People counterattack. This is one of the cards that if people are buying the ultimate deck and not intending to play, this is the card that they are buying the deck for. Very, very highly sought after reprint. $25 I think, when the Towa card was being announced. The Towa deck was being announced. Pretty sure it's dropped right now. But yep. Alright, I am going to be comboing out. The plus 5 effect, 5k effect, however, does not translate into a unison card attack. Only when a battle card attacks your leader card. So it's very situational. A very good card because of what the meta is right now. If your opponent goes white, again, for example against Vegex, you literally just stops their play. Or against maybe AOD, you stops their play. He's going to be countering with Dimensional Magic untaps 2 for the price of 1, but I get to draw my card. I need my options right now. We're down to 3 lives each. However, I believe that Towa is more of the aggressive deck. This is something that she doesn't want. And yeah, I've tried to play my Majin Buu and got Counterblade. And I have to end my turn. I mean, I have no other options. I have to try, right? He is up to 6 energy, and yeah, it's gonna get very, very dangerous for me. My second Protector of the People, and whenever he attacks with his battle card, I get an extra 5k, but he's gonna swing with his Unison card, which basically doesn't mean anything for me. And I'm gonna be comboing out to keep myself at high life. He's gonna be activating his main to pick up a counter card that he needs. You can see that, yep, this is definitely his first time doing it. However, props to him. I believe that if I'm not going to tell you, you might not know that this is the first time he's using this platform. This is Tabletop Simulator, by the way, and this is a custom build with zones. You can see that they snap into their orientation, just like that. Kind of proud of this. I spent quite some days and hours to do this. End turn and untapping. Back to me. How do you guys find the interface? Let me know. If you guys like the interface, you would like to see more of this. I'm gonna try to play my Duck Broly and hopefully that he's gonna say okay. Okay, there was no counterplay, so here we go. I'm gonna swing against him. He is gonna play Gohan. Basically just shuts down every single attack again. I'm thinking to go up to this Unbridled Destruction, however, there is no point here. So I decided to play, try my best, try my luck against Majin Buu again. Oh no, it's gonna be countered. So here we go. So I can't do anything, it's finished. But I can still swing with my leader, so I'm gonna draw them one card. He's not gonna let me go. He's gonna be untapping 2 just to draw 1. And I am gonna be ending my turn. So he now, yeah, basically my board is empty, and you can see that he has a very, very good board. He's gonna be tapping 7, that is 7. I apologize for the energy because the board is configured for only 6 energy. And he's gonna play Turning the Tide. This is a very, very strong card, as you can see, but you can see that I try to be cheeky and try to counterplay with Super Kamehameha. This is not gonna work because Turning the Tide has barrier, has deflect, and what it does is it destroys your hands and your opponent's hands, and then I think does it destroys the board as well. I'm not too sure, but it's a very, very powerful card. Your opponent now does not have any hands. You do not have any hands also, but in this scenario it is going to be very good because he has a bigger board, and then and both of us doesn't have any hands, but it doesn't matter to him. He is going to be swinging for Android 70 crit, which I have to take the damage. Emphasis again on no hands, so no combo power. 25 because it's Sovereign. Sovereign, it's an underrated skill, by the way. The extra 10k is so good. It is going to activate Overload to draw that one card, and it's going to be swing, drawing another card, and he's going to be comboing. I have only one card in my hands, unless it is a super combo. Even if it's a super combo, 25 is 30. It's something I cannot get out of. And the game ends, and I lost. However, I really had fun here because I get to see Sil's deck in action. At the same time, play around with the Towa deck and get a feel of the mechanics. If you guys like this video and would like to see more, let me know down in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. If you like the interface, let me know. I would love to hear it from you. If you want to suggest some improvement that I can do to make the gameplay video a little bit more watchable, to improve the enjoyment, please also let me know down in the section down below, comment section down below. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the Towa deck, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna make some changes, and this time round I think I know what I want to put in the deck to make it a little bit more spicier, because for the way that I build decks, it's always playtest, 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 put in something, change something, change something, change something. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. Watch out for the next one, because I will be back with a little bit more mechanics on the Towa deck. Alright, thank you so much for your time. If you're staying until this time, you deserve a very, very big round of applause. And thank you guys. See you guys in the next video. Alright, stay safe, people.